Hello and good morning to you. I'm Neil Pinkett from Bathcars, and today's car is the SKODA. It's the Felicia, and it's a 1.3. Actually, is it a Felicia? It could be either a Felicia or a Fabia. I've got another Felicia up the top there. It's a Felicia, yep, right. So Felicia on the 2000 X registration, little 5-door 1.3 car with power steering. Just had a brand new battery fitted to it and a new regulator for the alternator, which was the fault with it, so that's all rectified, and the car drives pretty much okay. Registered 2000, as I've said, X registration with tax until the end of this month, end of the 7th, so won't be a bad little bargain for someone to come along and snap up pretty quick. Being a 5-door car, you can put your children in the back pretty easily. Oh, the door lock's not working from the outside. It is working from the inside, so it's pretty good. Manual windows all round, power steering, driver's side airbag. There are some books and receipts, I think, with it, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there we go. Got some documents in there. We'll go and have a look at those a bit more detail a bit later. So I have driven the car just up and down the road briefly. It did drive here under its own steam, but as I said, the regulator on the alternator had gone and was charging the battery at 18 volts. So we put a brand new battery on it and a new regulator. There are rubber mats with it, and there should be a spare underneath here. Let's have a look. There we go. So spare and toolkit on a steel rim. That can quite happily go on as a spare. Rear wash wiper, high level brake. This door is locked. I don't think it's got central locking. This is a standard classic version, this one. So it's probably got just manual doors all around. The doors probably haven't been used very much, I should imagine. 3 belts in the back there, 2 inertial reel, 1 centre lap belt. Let's go and have a look at the documents a second. Okay, welcome to the SKODA documents. So V5 for the SKODA, 6 owners in total. Last owner for over 2 years, over 3 years in fact. 2000 October, classic Felicia 1289cc. MOT certificate valid until December the 5th 2013. It has got offside front tyre close to legal limit, well that's been replaced. Near side front outer shoulder on tyre, legal limit. Brake hydraulic reservoir fluid close to minimum level, that's probably been topped up. Does mention an oil leak. Show me an old car without an oil leak. 9 times out of 10 the MOT test mistakes that for oil coming down off the oil filter when the oil filter's been changed. But nevertheless it's mentioned. Old previous MOTs, owner's manual with the Grundig radio cassette player and a spare V5 there. Used car receipt back from 2010. How much was it then, I wonder? 1,500 quid. So 3 years ago we had £1,500 and it was 37,000 miles back then. Goodness me, she put some miles in on that car. Fantastic. Okay, what have we got over here? Well, there's again another SKODA wallet. Service address book. Well, that's nothing special. But always nice to see well kept up documents. And let's have a look what we've got in our pile of receipts here. It's going to be a fair old bit here. MOT, £99. This one here. CV boot, exhaust, rut mat mount. Comes to 170. Date was 2000, so it's 13 years ago. Do you know what? There's just not a lot of point going through this. It's all quite old stuff. £95 and more MOT, and basically more service history, bills and receipts. It probably looks like it's been well looked after, this one actually. 350 quid spent on the car. Tax point 2009. £108 there on a new ignition barrel. £54. £8. All getting a bit boring, but there we go. 27 quid. Receipt and bills are plenty. So in theory, it should have been well looked after. Can't be too much of a chance or a risk on this one. Okay, back to the car. Okay, in the car here, the pedal rubbers pretty much spot on. So is the carpet actually. 93,384 miles. Digital clock. Ooh, decent drop of juice in here as well, just under half a tank. 5-speed manual. Ooh, handbrake holds beautifully, perfect position there. Clutch and gear change feels absolutely spot on. The biting point on the clutch is perfect. There are 4-speed fan there, and a radio cassette player, which I have had working, and I'm pretty sure it does work. Oh, it's a little flap there. Well, I saw a display on there earlier on, so hopefully it does work. The gator and the centre console cup holders are all there, and it's got a rear fog, standard light switches are up here, the rear wash wiper and indicator. Okay, all fine. In fact, the indicators are on the right side on this, so that's good because it's a European car. Okay, and the rear wiper, yeah, the rear wiper's working fine, going like the clappers. The airbag light is on at the moment. I'll endeavour to get that put out, or at least the information of what is wrong with it, but it's often just a connection. In fact, the alternator may have disrupted that, so it may need just resetting. Okay, so the steering wheel's in pretty good order, just a little bit of wear to it, and the front screen is in pretty good order as well. Okay, but the engine wise, it sounds absolutely spot on. Perky as a starling, and doesn't sound untoward to me. Run around the tyres then, let's have a look then. Decent tyre there, over half worn, better than half worn. This one here, Continental on the back, with a little bit of crumble to the rear wheel arch, just the paint's flaked off there. A little bit of paint daubed on there will help cheer that up. And this one here, Continental, and he's about half worn. And this one car is better than half worn, nearly new. Leading edge of the bonnet, pretty stone chip free. The glass lenses, all good. Yep, not too bad. A little runaround, you know, it's basically what it is. A little runaround for somebody with power steering. Yeah, because you get plenty of little cars without power steering still available. I'd have plumped for one with, but that's just my personal preference. So I'll leave you with that shot. Thanks very much for watching, and it's a little cheap runaround to last someone a few months or so, maybe even a couple of years, who knows. Don't have a crystal ball, but by the sound of that engine it sounds pretty spot on.